The paternity bomb. How Luna's twin pregnancy will ignite a generational war on the bold and the beautiful. In the opulent, high-stakes world of the bold and the beautiful, where love is a currency and betrayal is a daily transaction, a single piece of news has detonated a bombshell that will echo for months. Luna Nozawa, a woman who has recently become a lightning rod for drama, is pregnant with twins. This revelation, on its own, would be enough to shake the foundations of the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families. But it's the timing of this pregnancy, a conception that occurred roughly 6 months ago, that transforms a personal crisis into a potential declaration of war. That narrow window of time places two men squarely in the frame as the potential father, Will Spencer and his half-brother, Liam Spencer. This isn't just another love triangle. It's a catastrophic twist that threatens to obliterate relationships, shatter alliances, and redefine legacies. The implications are staggering, as the ripple effects will hit every major family on the canvas. A paternity test is no longer a simple medical procedure. It is the ticking clock on a bomb that will either unite or destroy them all. As the truths begin to circle like vultures over a dying secret, one thing is certain. When that envelope opens and the DNA speaks, the lives of everyone involved will never be the same again. A night of weakness, a lifetime of consequences. To understand the magnitude of this crisis, we must backtrack 6 months. It was a period of intense emotional turmoil for everyone involved. Luna had just discovered that Will Spencer, the man she was with, had been using her to extract information for his powerful father, Bill Spencer. The betrayal cut deep, sending Luna into a spiral of pain and confusion. In her lowest moment, she sought out someone she believed would understand her pain without judgment, Liam Spencer. Liam himself was no stranger to romantic collapses and public humiliation. He knew what it felt like to be used. Their bond, forged in mutual pain, became something more. They spent a single, secret night together. A night that was supposed to stay buried, a one-time moment of weakness. They never spoke of it again. Luna returned to Will, and Liam refocused on rebuilding trust with Steffi Forrester, his ex-wife with whom he had just begun to tentatively rekindle a fragile reunion. Everyone, it seemed, had moved on. But now, the news of Luna's pregnancy hits like a sledgehammer. During a routine examination following a minor fall, the doctor delivered the life-altering news. Luna is pregnant with twin boys. The conception date aligns perfectly with that dark period 6 months ago, making both Will and Liam potential fathers. Luna, shell-shocked and emotionally volatile, cannot say with confidence who the father is. A paternity test will be required, but that test, and its fallout, now threatens to destroy the fragile threads holding these families together. A Spencer civil war. Vengeance, loyalty, and a mother's threat. For the Spencer dynasty, this news is not just a scandal. It is the spark that will ignite a civil war, pitting father against son and mother against father. At the center of this storm is the indomitable Bill Spencer. A ruthless protector of his family legacy, Bill had already declared Luna enemy number one. After her past confrontations with Will, including a violent incident that endangered his life, Bill was ready to unleash hell on her. With his publishing empire and vast personal resources mobilized, he had vowed to make Luna disappear, legally, socially, and financially. He wants her gone for good, with no negotiation and no second chances. But now Luna may be carrying his grandchildren. This revelation creates an impossible conflict for a man whose code is simple: protect the family, no matter the cost. Luna crossed a line, and now Bill is dragging her through every legal channel he can reach. Private investigators, prosecutors, and allies in high places are being leveraged to ensure Luna never gets near Spencer again. However, if those children are his blood, that same protective instinct will be at war with his desire for vengeance. The irony is bitter. There was a time when Bill tolerated Luna, even saw potential in her. That ended the moment she became a threat to his son. Now, she may be the mother of his son's children, and that changes everything. This places Will Spencer in an agonizing position. He is no longer a child. The young Spencer heir, who joined the family business with idealism and a desire to be more than just a name, is now being asked to choose between two worlds that will never coexist. On one side stands his father, a man he has struggled to connect with, demanding absolute loyalty to the Spencer empire. On the other stands Luna, the woman who betrayed him but also the woman for whom he still feels something, and the potential mother of his children. He is trapped between defending a woman everyone calls dangerous and staying part of a family that demands absolute loyalty. The more Bill pushes, the more Will pulls away, questioning whether Luna truly deserves the total destruction his father has planned. Despite the betrayal, despite the deception, despite nearly dying by her hand, a part of Will still wants to believe her. The storm doesn't stop there. Katie Logan, Will's mother and Bill's former flame, watches the chaos unfold with growing alarm. She has fought for Will before, and she knows Bill's pressure points better than anyone. She has quietly documented every one of Bill's obsessive outbursts and threats against Luna. Now that Will is siding with Luna, Katie is done waiting. She issues a direct threat to Bill. If he continues his campaign of violence, if he lets his anger push him toward destruction, and if Will ends up hurt again, physically, emotionally, or legally, Katie will go to court and take full custody of their son, Will. This isn't an empty threat. Katie is building her case, meeting with therapists and family law experts, even gathering testimony from those who have witnessed Bill's increasingly unhinged behavior. This isn't just a legal battle, it's generational trauma unfolding in real time. The fallout, shattered marriages and tangled family trees. The Spencer crisis is a stone tossed into the placid waters of the Forrester and Logan families, and the ripples are spreading fast. For Liam Spencer, the truth of his one-night stand with Luna could mean the absolute end of his life as he knows it. His reunion with Steffi Forrester was a reboot that came with strict conditions: honesty, stability, and commitment. A secret night with Luna shatters all of that. If the DNA test reveals Liam is the father, his marriage to Steffi will be over. There will be no negotiation, no couples therapy, no second chances. This time, Liam will be dead to her. This betrayal would be too great for even their long and complicated history to withstand. The political fallout at Forrester and Spencer Publications could be explosive, and it's unlikely that Ridge Forrester, Steffi's ever-protective father, would tolerate another scandal dragging his daughter into chaos. He may even move to sever ties with Spencer Publications altogether. Hope Logan's reaction will be equally devastating. Even though she and Liam are no longer romantically involved, they share a child, Beth, and have been trying to co-parent in peace. The news that Liam may have fathered children with Luna, the woman who once tried to steal her life, will be seen as yet another betrayal that complicates the already strained dynamic between their families. If Luna becomes the mother of Liam's children, it means Hope's daughter now shares siblings with the woman who caused her so much pain. The family tree collapses under its own weight, the web becoming too tangled to ever unravel. And what of Sheila Carter? A woman who is barely hanging on to her place in society, Sheila has been trying to redeem herself, stay out of prison, and stay close to her son, Finn. Any scandal involving Luna, especially one that might tie her to the Spencer family again, puts Finn at risk. Sheila will see Luna's pregnancy as yet another destabilizing factor. Sheila is only ever a few heartbeats away from slipping back into her old, manipulative ways, and this level of chaos is the perfect environment for her to thrive. Deacon Sharp, ever on the periphery of Sheila's schemes, may also be pulled into the drama. As the battle lines are drawn, he may be forced to pick a side in a war he never wanted to be a part of. A war on all fronts, the battle for the future. This explosive pregnancy twist has set the stage for a war fought on multiple fronts. It is a legal battle, a media circus, and a deeply personal family crisis all rolled into one. One side of the public sees a fragile woman being hounded by a ruthless billionaire. The other sees a violent manipulator who has weaponized pity. Talk shows will speculate, social channels will light up, and Luna's name will be dragged across every tabloid. Will is left to decide what he believes. His quiet, off-the-radar meetings with Luna, where he listens to her, show a man torn. She says she never meant to hurt him, that pulling the gun was a moment of fear, not rage, and that she loved him. Maybe still does. He doesn't know if he believes her, but part of him wants to, part of him needs to. This isn't just a story about a paternity test, it's a story about identity. Will is being forced to define himself outside of his father's shadow. Will he bend to his father's will, reclaim his place in the empire, and leave Luna to fend for herself? Or will he stand with her and lose everything? His job at Spencer Publications, his father's support, his mother's trust? He risks being disinherited, discredited, and disowned. But if he stands with Bill, he erases Luna, betrays her completely, and becomes just another pawn in a legacy machine that crushes anything it doesn't control. The choice will define him. And no matter what he chooses, someone will pay. In the world of the bold and the beautiful, love is a weapon, family is currency, and forgiveness is never free. Will Spencer stands at the crossroads, and when he steps forward, there will be no going back. The storm is here, the fallout will be brutal, and the Spencer dynasty may never recover. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.